But it's not Steven when you go so I wish you must also be subscribe. Say your first time I watch I will subscribe no watch. I was you enjoy number story we say TikTok has be aquatrating on mampani say ombeku and I say obeku mampani and then abusuafo and a helicopter crasher a sea or Ghana ya anti assembly. Abusua wahwe Fante Comedy on na samri okoka a police fonsa omodene kui. Abusua eno na MPP for mpenifo bi aso regina say there be NDC for ayo madwen say ombechi MPP for nipa nyina nim Fante Comedy wo MPP ni ntino ombechi MPP for nipa nyina ana omaso regina ana omoka ho nsem say it's about time I was omugya saade no say omuchiro omunipa na say omo opposition ti bibia na ye MPP ni a na yakwa akwache no abusua yenhwem amanfo bebre ekasafa ho ye yentie de MPP for mpenifo no ekafa ho.
Certainly, this was the expected outcome, isn't it?
Oh, yes. They've been granted bail. We have, I think, another case for tomorrow, but we are hoping to meet the bail conditions. And then we are hopeful that this evening or tomorrow they should be out. But you see, for me, this is most unfortunate. I think that if the Ghana police intends to apply the law, they have to apply it fairly.
Exactly.
Look, we've been in this country. My deputy is here, Ablikumanov. Close to about a month now, we had thugs who you recall how they manhandled my deputy. They engaged in such blatant lawlessness. They were about 20 in number. Their images are all over.
Unidentified.
Their images are all over. The videos all over. It went viral as we speak. The Ghana police has not effected any arrest. They have not put anybody before the court. So I'm surprised how somebody in a small corner, say Obama Pukiase, will just post something and it is deemed to be an infringement on the law, and quickly he is rounded up and sent to the police CID. You have a journalist expressing his view. Yes, I understand. We do not condone such comments. But the fact is that we have been in this country where a journalist sat on radio and said that the plane that is carrying the former president, he is expecting that plane to crash. And God should kill Nanado.
Nana, but two wrongs do not make a right.
That is why I'm saying that if you want to apply the law, apply it fairly. Apply it fairly. And there is no expiry date on a criminal activity. So if you want to apply the law, do same. Look, there was this gentleman in Kumasi on Boss FM. He's an NDC person called Nana One or so, who said that the MPP, we are behind the helicopter crash. And that in November also, he is expecting that about 9 of our members will also die. So, is the Ghana police saying they haven't heard that? On Boss FM. We had an NDC member, is it Lostowell Nanapoku or so, who said that the former IGP is a murderer and he's been killing people at the police headquarters. He further stated that the Boko conflict, Mr. Adam Bona, who is in charge of small arms commission, he's been supplying those behind the Boko conflict with arms and ammunition. And he's not being called for questioning. And if there's any national security threat which has become an albatross around the nation's neck, it is the Boko conflict. And it's not being caught. So that is why I'm saying that if the IGP or the police intends to apply the law, they must do it fairly. Not to go after innocent people Look, this Fante Comedy guy, he hosted people on his TikTok page. It was a platform for a discussion. Somebody passed a comment. He himself even came out the following day also to apologize. And you arrest this person. For what? So I think that the political harassment of members of the New Patriotic Party must end. And it will end. Consider the period we find ourselves. Look, this is, if we have had any devastating situation or a calamity that has befallen this country, which has brought the entire nation closer and united, it is the unfortunate helicopter crash. We are mourning. We are in a state of shock. And all of a sudden, what the police is interested in is to drag this matter onto a needless arena of political controversy.
No, but as a leader of a major political party in the country, would you perhaps use this platform to condemn, some of these disparaging comments that have been made around?
Oh yes, even today we paid a visit to the NDC headquarters, and the General Secretary said that, look, we do not condone any statement. Look, you don't even wish death for your worst enemy. So any such unfortunate comment, we condemn such comment. We condemn it in no uncertain terms. We have done so today at the NDC's party headquarters. So yes, we do so. But the fact is that if the IGP intends or the Ghana police intends to apply the law, they must do it fairly. They must balance it. It should not be pick and choose. Not at all. There are serious matters at hand. There are people who have committed serious criminal acts and they are walking free. So you journalists, you should be asking the Ghana police, when are they going to arrest the perpetrators of the Ablekuma North?
All right. Thank you.
Electoral violence. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bra Fante Comedy. They have granted bail with 3 surety. One should be gainful employed and other one. Na Sisiano, the woman say, yes, sister Bakono so ne humfa no enti wantimi amba court. And I'm leaving to the police hospital. I'm going to the way and the conditions eti. And ya danyamias eda ya party penny for lawyers ne TikTokers penny for mu nyina show love yami shram na yam kese. But one thing I will see, there is power and there is law. And ya dia ya nhwe ochina. But yami shra emrana akasa eneno. But our advice each and everyone say we should be calm na in respect emra. But no my spirit any day ember from. We are going to demonstrate, we are going to work hard, we are going to make sure say you are starting there. This is 2028. MPP Beba Power come 2028. So be o team ni nyina ehun say we emboyo rather ebe Kenya ebe motivate here. Nti enua Fante Comedy na hu ye ye ko prepare bill sureties no ni we no ma kan na ya sha ko hwe ya sister no hospital nti mo bom pa e mai nyina anyame ka me da mas nyame sha.
Thank you. He graciously honored the invitation. I accompanied him to the police PID office yesterday at about 1 p.m. So a citizen who respects the rule of law and having had a wind that the security agencies are looking for him, graciously got in person voluntarily, honored the invitation, upon which he was arrested. Then the police come to court, asking the court to remand him. It is clearly unfair, because if the court had heeded to the plea of the police or the prosecution, that would have been a miscarriage of justice, because this person appeared to stand trial. He appeared personally because he knows and admits that he's innocent, and that he's ready to face trial if the prosecution is minded to pursue the matter. And the court graciously heeded to our prayer and granted the accused person's bail. We are looking at the prosecution. If they are minded to proceed on the charges and the brief facts as filed before this court, we will graciously appear before the court and argue our case out. And we believe solemnly that the will of God and the will of justice will grind in favor. Thank you.
Counsel, plans to meet these bail conditions?
Oh, certainly we are even ready. Right. But the prosecution and the state is telling us that they are not available. They need to inspect the fixed place of abode of the accused persons who have been granted bail. And what can we say? We oblige them because the onus is on our favor. The court has graciously granted them bail. They have been in custody, and now that they have been released on bail, certainly by tomorrow we will ensure that the conditions are met and their liberties granted to them.
Does it mean your clients are spending the night in detention?
Obviously, yes, they are spending the night in detention. But tomorrow, by God's grace, the family of the accused persons will see them in their various fixed places of abode. And family and friends will have the opportunity of having dinner with their favorite friends and family members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Counsel.
You're welcome.
There was okay. MBB from Penny on my back, I say, a court in my fancy. Fante the comedian, Fante comedian, Omadian China. Okay, say he's a comedian. In Ghana, they have been doing politics in Sanya man. And Okaka Sambia, concern was say, most of some Okaka Nene. Intino, on no matter. My picking up, concern about the city president. So, there was offensive. There was information or the two Jana and ye, intin, it will be a phone call. The people know money and Juntin. You could see, say, without an normal picking up. Amadeni call Army police headquarters. Amadi Assam later on my transfer issue no. Amadena ba Accra Circuit Court. Inti we are still here waiting say Abani be pay aba. Inti bisa don't forget to subscribe, share this video, everybody. This Daily Watch TV. Let's watch the rest.
They are alleged to have said things that should not be said, and the accused persons have pleaded guilty. They have pleaded not guilty to the charges. So I think that based on that, their counsel pleaded for them to be given bail. And listening to the cogent arguments put forward by the counsel, the court in its wisdom and discretion granted all of them bail. And I think that it's a victory for democracy. Unfortunately, if you look at particularly say Obama's issue, somebody who is publicly known, somebody who have a permanent place of abode, who was ransacked and broken into his house by these so-called national security, because at the end of the day, because they didn't come or they didn't invite him, you wouldn't know whether they are from the national security or not. And I think these are things that we must avoid. We create unnecessary tension, we create unnecessary fear and panic, then we turn round to accuse citizens of this country of rather creating fear and panic. And I think that anytime the NDC is in power, we hear these charges of fear and panic, and I think that it is not good for our democracy.
Did you hear the statement that were made by these people? Some of them said they were going to kill the president, kill the wife. Did you hear?
They've denied. So how are you going to?
You've not seen those videos?
No,
yourself?
The one I saw was one TikTok interview where a picture of somebody was shown whilst another person was speaking, and that person has been charged. You understand? So I think that the police need to do their work well. Yayera, for instance, who was invited, was needless. Because she was not the one who was speaking. You understand? So I think that it is important that we should not put people together just for the sake of pleasing their paymasters or pleasing the president. The president doesn't need this. You understand? So, for instance, Yaya, who was invited by the police, was needless. Well, she has not made such statements. He hasn't contemplated in making such statement. So why was she invited?
Why you claim we can't find a face to the comment? Would you condemn such a statement? Why would you look for the person who said it?
she has not made such a statement.
But I mean, the statement itself, would you condemn it? Why would you?
The person has not made a statement. I mean, Yaira, if you are referring to another person, that's okay.
Chairman, thank you.
Thank you.
Sabana, would you say something to the media? Oh, no, I shall be back. You shall be back? Sure.
Okay, Bushia, that's Obama. Any other people on my family, and she said they are being sent away. No.